We supply who buy. Walk in your trap and take over your drop. Walk in your trap and take over your drop.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm Nick, and this is Ballin in the Blitz. Thursday night football on the road against the Cleveland Browns. Man, I'm excited for this matchup. It's rival football, prime time. Let's go. But hey, if it's Brown, we flush it down. But in all seriousness, man, before we kick off the podcast, I just want to give a big shout out to all the new subscribers. We're at 61 subscribers now. We're almost at 100, man. Let's hit that 100 marker. Another big shout out to Adrian Cortez down in Texas, man. He's always showing love to the podcast, always in the comment section. I appreciate you. I understand this is a late podcast. I apologize. It's a short week, so it's a short podcast. But yeah, man, let's jump right into it, man. What really stands out to the Browns, or for the Browns to me, is Nick Chubb. The dude is a dog, man. He's really been able to put this team on his back, carry this team. His last two games, he's went off, right? 3 touchdowns last week. The game before that, he had over 100 rushing yards. I mean, he's been really playing good. I mean, he's just that type of back that's going to get it done regardless. He's got this whole thing going on with the quarterback drama, with Baker Mayfield out. And then they went and grabbed Deshaun Watson. He gets suspended for, 14 games or something like that. And now they have Jacoby Brissett. He's took this very well. He's able to really carry his team. And, I mean, that says a lot, man. He's showing that he has a lot of leadership. And he's got this guy, Kareem Hunt, backing him up, another dog. But, yeah, man, their rushing game is just good. And their O-line is able to block and get them going. That really stands out to me for the Cleveland Browns. Wide receivers, they don't really have much to say about wide receivers, but Amari Cooper, right? Amari Cooper is a vet. I respect this guy. Yeah, man, he's got a lot of talent. We really got to watch out for him. Last week had over 100 yards and a touchdown. So, yeah, man, I'm counting on you, Killer Witherspoon. Yeah, for the Steelers, I feel as if this game is counting on Najee Harris.
42nd out of 49 qualified rushers. Not tonight. He said, you know what? I'm going to fix that. And MJ Stewart, I'm going to fix you.
Listen, that's Derrick Henry-esque right there. Very reminiscent of what Henry did a year ago.
I thought about it. I wanted to say Mitch Trubisky, but after thinking about it for a while, it's really Najee Harris. Now, as we know, Najee Harris has not had the best 2 games to start off the season. He hasn't really got anything going. We can blame the offensive line all we want. They're blocking for the pass, right? But they're not really blocking for the run. But we know this is the same exact O-line as last year. And Najee Harris had a really good year last year. There's a lot of people out there criticizing for his last game against the Patriots, just saying that he's just not there. He's not 100%. He's not scanning the field. His vision on the field is off. I mean, when he has wide open holes up the middle, he's cutting right? So he's just not there. It's not 100% for Najee. So we need this from Najee. We need him to go off. He's seeing the media. He sees this, right? He sees people criticizing him. So hits its time to explode. It is finally that time. We know from the past he tends to go off against the Cleveland Browns. Last year, he had 2 crazy games against Cleveland. He's going to be out there, man. We understand that their defense is pretty good at stopping the run. Against the Carolina Panthers, they stopped Christian McCaffrey for 33 yards, 10 carries for 33 yards. So that says a lot. But let's be real here. Christian McCaffrey has nothing on that man, Najee Harris. Najee Harris is going to be out there stiff-arming, hurdling into the end zone. He's going to be the reason why we win this game, and all that criticism has to be shut out. All right? So we're going to be thanking this man, Najee Harris, of why we won this game. Mark my words, dude's going to put up over 100 yards. Next thing, defense really needs to create pressure in this game. Last game was just bad. I'm disappointed. No pressure at all on the quarterback, Mac Jones. We didn't sack him not one time. With TJ Watt being out, we are now 0-5. We got to do this for this man, TJ Watt. Cam Hayward got to step up. Alex Highsmith, we got to step up. We couldn't get to the quarterback at all last week. We got to fix that, man. We got to stop the run and force the ball to go into Jacoby Brissett's hand and create pressure. If we can do that, we can just let back and secondary can handle the rest. We got a dog out there, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Secondary is just, we're pretty good in the secondary. I have nothing to complain about the secondary. Speaking of the secondary, going into that, Amari Cooper versus Witherspoon, right? That matchup really stands out to me just because I just feel like Witherspoon, it's time for him to bounce back. He's a big part of the secondary. I respect Amari Cooper. The dude is a good receiver. He had, like I said, 100 yards last week and a touchdown. So this is really Killer Witherspoon's time to really bounce back. I don't think he took Jacoby Myers last week serious, and now it's time to, wake up, this isn't Jacoby Myers. This is Amari Cooper. You know, he's really going to have to be on his A game, 10 toes down. Let's go. Bounce back, Killer Witherspoon. I'm counting on you, man. And I think he got it. I think he's got this. He hears the media. He hears them talking. Everyone's saying, oh, well, if he didn't give up that touchdown before halftime, we probably would have won. Man, it's whatever, man. Let's just fix this and focus, right? He's got this bounce back game for Killer Witherspoon. Let's go. Next matchup, Myles Garrett versus Dan Moore. Now, this matchup is a really standout one, too, because Dan Moore's last game when he played Myles Garrett, he gave up 1 sack and 4 QB hits. That's pretty good because people tend to forget that he was a rookie last year. This is only his second year, and Dan Moore is really improving. He got a lot of slander and hate going into the season just because he didn't look too good in the preseason. Now, I admit, even I was saying Dan Moore is probably the worst dude we got on the offensive line besides Kendrick Green, and Kendrick Green is no longer a starter. But, yeah, he was probably the worst guy we had, but he's really improved, man. Kudos to that guy. He's really stepped it up. And he's just not even sweating it. They asked him about going up against Myles Garrett, and he's just chill about it. He's like, I don't look at it like that. And I more or less look at it like it's me versus me. I'm trying to improve every week. I need to play better and whatever it takes. And we need that. We need that type of attitude, and I like hearing that from him.
Can't make it too much.
I have a hard time thinking about anything else.
Nah, man, you can't think about it like that. Think of it like me versus me. It's me executing my technique against them.
Is this a game you can make a name for yourself in this league?
I think that's every game. I don't know. I mean, I think there's good players on every team. Obviously, Myles being one of the best players in the league. But I don't look at it like that. I look at it like it's an opportunity. I wouldn't say.
But he's really stepped up, man. Again, kudos to Dan Moore. This is his second year. He's really improving. According to PFF, they came out and said Moore ranks tied for second among all NFL tackles in pass blocking efficiency over the first 2 weeks of the season. That's a big thing to say for Dan Moore. It's only 2 games, but he's playing really good. He's playing good. Better than last year, at least. Next matchup, Nick Chubb and Myles Jack. Bro, out of all the things we did in the offseason, Myles Jack was my favorite one by far. This dude is playing good. He's tied second in the league for total tackles. He's just a leader, man. He's showing Devin Bush the ways. He's able to get to sideline to sideline. He's just quick. He's just a ball hawk out there. He's able to know when it's a run, and he's there, in seconds. Yeah, man, I like what I'm seeing from Myles Jack. Keep it up. The dude just looks good. He's a dog, right? And we need that for our middle linebacker because Devin Bush was struggling. But yeah, man, it's causing Devin Bush to really step up. He's playing better now that we have Myles Jack. And that's why I say Myles Jack is really playing a leadership role for that defense. And we all know we need that middle linebacker to really hold this defense together, especially with TJ being out. Now, Chubb, we already talked about it. He's coming off of 2 big games. He had 3 touchdowns last week, so he's got a big task on his hands. Now, Chubb is probably going to go off regardless. Let's just go ahead and admit to that. We're not going to completely stop this guy, but we can count on Myles Jack to at least slow it down a little bit, right? We can't let him put up 3 touchdowns on us. We're not winning if he's putting up 3 touchdowns like last week. But yeah, man, I like Myles Jack, and I feel like he's going to be a big reason why if we get this dub, he's going to show out. Next matchup, Mitch Trubisky versus the secondary. This secondary is struggling. They're not the secondary like last year. This is Mitch Trubisky's opportunity, man. This is his opportunity, and he needs to take advantage of it. The secondary gave up 307 yards to Joe Flacco, 4 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is your opportunity, Mitch. I'm tired of hearing the slander about Mitch Trubisky. Oh, get him out, get him out. We need to start Kenny Pickett. Okay, stop it. It's only week 3. I agree he has made bad decision after bad decision. We talked about it in the last podcast. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. All the receivers are frustrated. Pickens came out and said that he feels as if he's open 90% of the time. We heard it all, right? But this is his opportunity to really go up against a secondary that is struggling in the passing game. So let's see it, man. Mr. Trubisky, I'm not going to say this again. I'm going to end the podcast like this. I'm tired of saying this. Throw the ball to George Pickens. Throw the ball to him. He's a rookie. He does not have film on him. We're not getting him involved enough. He's a dog. We've seen it in training camp. He's got hands. We need to get the ball to him. There's nothing else to be said. I'm not going to say it again. Get the ball to that man. But yeah, man, that's all I got for today. Don't forget to go subscribe, hit that like button. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And this is Ballin' in the Blitz.